To ground your energy. Listen, I'm gonna share 3 tips, techniques for your breath to get you and your mind and body together. Okay? You need to ground your energy. Feel that positive vibe, positivity. Let's go. You need to ground. Kick off the shoes and kick off your feet. You need to ground. You need to ground your energy. Okay, so let me talk about it. Let me talk to you. I've got two things going on. I've got one of my private groups just here, and I've got my Instagram live community here. So I'm going to talk to you today about 3 quirky tips, 3 ways in which you can bring more sophistication to your breath journey. You can bring more sophistication, and if you're watching this now on IGTV, then you're tapping into the part that everyone that's jumping on the live is not seeing at all, right? So in essence, I need you to ground your energy. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about 3 techniques that are going to help your breath journey become more sophisticated. Okay, everyone's on their own breath journey. You know, we're all on a journey ourselves, and this breath journey itself is something that one learns about their inner environment, learns about themselves through the feedback that is coming from the body and the breath, the responses that the body has. So we're gonna sophisticate your breath with these techniques today. If you stay around, you will know what has helped me sophisticate my breath. Wow, metamorphosis in the chat, mama. Medicine, okay, metamorphosis says tuning in from a random airport in South Mexico. Wow, we got this international call. Thanks for providing the grounding medicine. It's like that. I want to be walking medicine, right? So you need to ground your energy. Take a deep breath of positivity. You need to ground. You need to ground. You need to ground. You need to ground. So I'm gonna come with it. I appreciate you. Everyone in the chat, I appreciate you. I mean, we have to feel into things, right? So, and everybody here, everybody in my other community as well, come through if you need to come through, lovely. You're welcome. I'm doing a live right now.
It's okay.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna speak about the 3 tips that I want to give you to sophisticate your breath. I mean, you know, we speak about Qigong. That's my thing. That's what I've been working with right now. It's Qigong. Qigong's the so squeaky. Hold on. Bear with me. That's better. So, sharing 3 tips that will allow you to sophisticate your breath. So where I'm at on my journey is that I am playing with Qigong at the moment, and I see that Qigong from the outside looks like, what are they doing? They just look like they're floating in their own bubbles, and I'm not sure what's going on, but they're moving in slow-mo. You know, it's all, right? So, I mean, it's an internal art, right? And what do I mean when I say internal art? Qigong is something that happens on the inside. It's a moving meditation where you utilize your breath in harmony with your movement. You understand? Are you with me? Put a 1 if you're with me. I put a 1 in the comments if you're with me. It's a moving meditation. It's a moving meditation. Okay. So it's been serving me and it's been serving the people around me a lot, right? But what is it? It's like you're moving in slow-mo. Yeah, you're moving in slow motion. But some of the coolest things happen in slow motion. You've seen The Matrix. You must have seen The Matrix. And there's that moment where he goes into Matrix mode and he dodges all the bullets because he's so tapped in to the surroundings. I see the ones in the chat. Yeah. Make that a 111. So we give that an angel number. So he moves in slow motion in The Matrix and he's dodging all the bullets and and that's the most important part of the movie. When he's moving in slow-mo, and he's connected to himself, he's connected to the surroundings, he's connected to his life force. Because if he ain't tapped into that, he's going to get licked up and with all the bullets. But he ain't in the way. He ain't in the way. And so Qigong has that kind of, you want to look at it like if you're training, right? You know, if you're lifting weights, Empress Vibrant, I see you. Sharon, I see you. Metamorphosis, I see you. Your Body is Freedom, I see you. It was released The Matrix was released 20 years ago and people still don't know what's going on in real life in The Matrix. Right. So, you want to see it like it's training. Qigong is like training. When you think about someone who's lifting weights and they're on a lifting weights thing, you get that one guy who puts a light weight and he does like 50 reps easy because it's light, it's easy. That one guy is lifting a light weight, so it's simple. Then you flip it. There's the other guy in the gym. The other guy with the weight is so heavy, the weight is too. So he does like 3, 4 or 5 pushes, right? And he's taking everything out of him. Everything out of him. You got that guy. And there's a guy in the middle. Now he might take a weight that's a little bit lighter. But what he does is like maybe 10 repetitions. And in these 10 repetitions, he's taking it so slow. Breathing into the movement. And he's feeling every single muscle activate. Every single thing that should be... Everything that should be awake in the movement will be awake because he's focusing on being slow, channeling in calm movement, control. And so that guy or that lady or that non-binary, doesn't matter what you identify yourself as, that person, that being, they end up feeling into and understanding more and more of the sophisticated details that are their body. And so Qigong gives you, in the breath being so slow and so controlled, and you're relaxing your heart, you're relaxing your mind, and you are bringing it all together, connecting it. That's what Qigong is good for. Qigong gets you tapped in to the beautiful details, the beautiful landscape that is inside you. The beautiful landscape inside you. the knowledge. You know everything. Your body is so intelligent. It is extremely intelligent. It is better than any iPhone. You see it coming through. Put a 2 if you feel your body is intelligent. Give me a 2. Give me a 222. Because it's everything you need. And if you find the knowledge of your breath. I mean, I have people who've come to my classes in this chat. I have people who are clients in this chat. Just throwing down the 2s. So again, slow motion. Qigong, it looks like, what are they doing? What is that person doing? Tapping in. Tapping into self, tapping into wisdom, tapping into clarity. And I'm not a life coach, right? I'm not trying to... No. I'm done with trying to make people a winner. Like, that's a losing game, my guy. Frank Vincent in the chat. Upcoming baller. One of my clients. If you know, then you know. If you would like change, I'm not going to be looking and looking at you like I'm holier than thou. I can't. Right, I'm spiritual. But I'm down to earth. I've done that holier than thou, up high above thing. And it's not for me no more. So let me, look. It's one of these things, essentially, with basic training. I don't even care who you learn the breath from. It's your one friend. Let me say it again, it's your one companion. It's your one companion while you're here. From birth. Let me say birth until death. Your friend. So learn breathing. Whoever you learn it off, learn how to breathe. Connect to your breath. Big love, Empress Vibrant. Big love, Simply Sacred. Frank Vincent. Frankie. So yeah, learn how to breathe. Whether it's from my courses, whether it's from my Qigong for Change challenge that I do every 6 weeks, whether it's from a YouTube video, whether it's from one of my old videos, whether you end up becoming a client of mine for a period of time. Mwah. Flowers are so sacred too. So, I mean, cosmic fluid. Just tap in, people. So I'm going to teach you 3 techniques now. I want to provide some value. I want to, I don't just want to come on here and spit lyric and, I want to come on here and provide some value. Cool? Can't just be spitting lyrics. I know. We enjoy being in the music. But come through. I'm going to provide 3 techniques. If you're here, if you just joined, put a 333 in the chat. You're blessed. I am blessed. I want to hear you say that one time before I provide this value. Say tree, I'm blessed. Alright. Let's get into it. Hit him with a woosa. Okay? Funny enough, everyone, the first technique we're going to be playing with is going to be the woosa. Everybody in the chat right now, hit him with a woosa. That's the first technique. Breathe in. Take a collective breath with me. If your hands naturally come into the movement, let them come into the movement. You know? I want you to do three wusa right now. Tap in. Jeez. Empress Vibrant, I see you. Vibrant, I see you. Bless you and the baby. Bless you and the what? Yes. Bringing life into the world. Breathing life force. Empress. So do that 3 times, everybody. Everybody. Collective breath in. And follow it out. Just follow the sound. Again, collective breath in. Through the nose. All the way to the top. Fill yourself up. And wusa. Again, last one. Collective inhale through the nose. And now, family, check in. Check in with your state of being. How's your chest feel? Sometimes your mouth feels more hydrated. Sometimes your vocal cords feel relaxed. Your jaw feels less tense. Your chest feels less tight. Right? Whew. So what are the qualities you're feeling? Write in the chat. Again, this is one breath that allows you to be more sophisticated with your breath. That's a lot of what we're on. You know, we don't want to be on that all the time. There's a place for it. You know, it's a survival breath. It's a get things done breath. It's a keep it moving breath. But you can keep it moving and be tapped in. Slow down. In the observer's seat again. In the observer. Be the observer. The observer of your surroundings. The observer of all of the sounds of people's behavior. Observing your own behavior. It's major. Again, it's major. So we're just sharing some sophisticated breath techniques. Some breath techniques that allow you to be more sophisticated in your experience. Or not to be more sophisticated. That's a little bit earlier. That's a little bit earlier than Tao. Breath techniques that allow your experience to feel more detailed. To feel into the sophistication of the wisdom that is in your body. And so from those woosas that we just did, we did about 5. Some of the people in the chat are feeling calm. Chest open. Mesomorphosis says she's feeling vast. Spacious, yeah? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Just going to charge my lappy. Put a 4 in the chat. Give me, the anxiety's gone, yeah, Frankie, I'm telling you. Do as many of these. While I'm just charging just keep your breath rhythm going. Breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 4. We got Ghana in the room, we got England in the room, we got Oxford in the room, we got South Mexico in the room. What? Charging my phone. Charging my phone. Not my phone. Charging my laptop. Go for it. Peace. Sometimes it's as simple as one chant, one word. Wusa is the word we're using. You can use Om. Om. I mean, it can be whatever you want. It's got to be a simple sound. And let the sound take you there. You know? That's one sophistication of the breath. And now, you know, wait, how many? Huh? Well, Somalia in the room, no. Love to everyone in the chat. Telling you. So, I mean, let's take some questions. What is it that's on your mind? What do you want to know about renaturalizing your breath? Renaturalizing your stress response? Echo. Nyo. Epe. Edret. Yeah, cool. And while we're here, while we're waiting for the Q&As, I'm gonna wave at a couple beautiful people in the chat. I'm also gonna I can take it a little bit more sophisticated. I mean, you don't have space like every single moment to say out loud, "Woosa," you know. You can like you can simply whisper it or even think about it, because it's one of these things, like, I don't know, like if you're in the office, you can't be saying "woosa" all day out loud. Everyone's gonna be getting annoyed, right? But let's make it practical for you. Let's make it something that you can do anytime, right? So you can begin to softly, quietly whispering, or even in your head, thinking wusa, and allowing the breath and the tongue to relax in your mouth to that same pattern. Because the thing, and I'm going to answer your question, Empress Vibrant, in a moment. Yeah, you know. Where was I? Yeah. The tongue. So there's something called, I believe it's called phonation, which is your ability to pronounce words as they are happening. Whereas in comparison maybe to someone who's really fast and they don't really use any of their when they speak, you don't really understand them. But phonation is about your ability to pronounce what you're saying. And so you can, in your head, using your tongue to relax, pronounce Wusa with your mouth closed. Collective inhale. Just tap into how that feels. Might not look the same as mine. It might look like your own thing. When you begin to pronounce in your head, using your tongue as a relaxing point of focus, as you're pronouncing them silently, you're also releasing the biggest, man, the jaw and the tongue is the biggest problem, the biggest like elephant in the room for people. When we get stressed, it's like, and the neck gets tight and the shoulders get tight, but it's all happening right here. It's all happening. All in here. And there's even a bone that's floating called the hyoid bone. It looks like a horseshoe. And it's right here, the horseshoe bone, the hyoid bone. And the hyoid bone needs to be released. So when you, if anyone's entering the chat, I see Healing Majesty Rain in the chat, bless. Healing Majesty Rain is part of the Qigong for Change 21 days. So when we relax our wusa silently, you're going to end up all day in your parasympathetic nervous system, right? So that's just one tip that you can add to sophisticate your breath. Cool? Let's answer some questions. Okay, Empress Vibrant still in the room. So I want to ask you a question about your question. So it said, what type of breath pattern? Empress Vibrant says, what type of breath pattern would you recommend for blocking out sounds? Tell me more about what you mean by sounds. Blocking, like external sounds? Like, I don't know, there's construction outside your house? Or your ears are popping. I need to know, is it something outside or is it inside? Your ears are popping inside, or it's just loud in your environment? While I wait for you to do that, you need to ground your energy. Positive vibes. Feel your chi, feel your chi, feel your chi, your chi, your chi, your chi. Ha. As an extension. Your environment. Okay. So I mean, there's an ancient Egyptian technique which I'm going to show you a portion of, right? So in ancient Egypt, they used to tap into their internal experience by sitting in a squat position. You know like the Indian squat, that one where you sit down where your ass is nearly touching the grass, right? They sit down that low, sit down so low, and they put their fingers in their ears and on their eyes. Now, I must have saw something from Jason. It was a painting that Jason did, and it was of this Rasta man who had the three, I don't know, Indian lines, the white lines on his head, and he had his fingers like gum fingers in his ears like this. Now, I've been hurting you. It's okay. Now, that is my favorite meditation to do because our sounds, the environment can be so overstimulating for us, right? Too much stimulation. So, I like to get my middle fingers, and the key with this, you don't just put them in your ears, you just stick it in your ears. There's a piece here, I'm just going to show you part of my anatomy, same as your anatomy. And you see how my finger just falls into that hole? So you can be in your ears, but make sure your jaw is released. This is actually a meridian point as well. Let me Google, because I don't, right now, off by heart, I'm doing a lot right now. So let's just Google the meridian point. But in essence, the meditation is you want to like so. It's one of my favorite ones. The world can be so busy. I believe it's the gallbladder meridian, but we're going to check. Gallbladder meridian. Cool. The gallbladder. So all of these meridians, they tap into different organs. So you can actually drain your organs or wring them out like a wet towel. Sometimes the organs get inflamed, they get enlarged, or they become also known as bloating. So if you suffer with bloating, these sounds that we're doing, woo-sa, and these meridian points, if you utilize these gateways, these pathways that open you up into different systems and different states of being, different states. So you can utilize them together, and they're gonna drain your organs, right? That's something that you want. I don't know. But I mean, it helps me out. Yeah, it was gallbladder. It was the gallbladder. It's gallbladder 2. Gallbladder 2. Right? So in your gallbladder 2 position, you're going to do the ancient Egyptian meditation. Now, the ancient Egyptian official version is like the Kemetic people and the Kushites would tap in and use this one in a squat. Again, a squat. But you can do this at any point to block out the world and go into your inner. Block out the world and go into your inner space. I mean, like, that's what we need sometimes. So, thanks, Empress Vibrant, for allowing me to share. Thank you for receiving. Gallbladder 2. So, as of today, that there are some ways that you can sophisticate your experience, that you can tap in to the way that you feel in your body, and tap into the knowledge of your breath. Tap into the wisdom that is there waiting for you in your breath, inside you, tapping into your breath. There's wisdom waiting for you to excel. And so for today, that's my sharing. Okay, we have so much more coming, right? If you feel called to tap into a session with me one-on-one, those are available. Reach out. DM me. DM me saying 111. And we can tap in. And I can have even a discovery call where we can see, is this something that works for you? Is this something that works for what you're dealing with right now? Am I a right fit? Are you a right fit for me? Are we a right fit to collaborate and me share and maybe give you the breakthrough that you need? That's all I got to say right now. Have a beautiful day. Peace and love. Oh, peace. We roll out. Up.